I'm Lucas, who plays games, and this is our Isaac run of the evening. Thank you all for being here and watching tonight. So we were playing as Eve. We've got a Mega Satan key. We picked up a rosary. We're going to go ahead and give ourselves a slice here with the razor to pick up that extra damage now that we picked up the rosary, since obviously we won't be, hopefully, digging into those red hearts anytime soon. And away we go. So Eve as a character has the curse of... No, the Horror of Babylon item. So the Horror of Babylon item gives you a damage up when you have only one red heart for her. I think in general you have to have a half red heart if you're not Eve as a character, but on her character it's one or fewer red hearts gives you that. In order to get there, that was dumb. So a thing that I sometimes forget is that if you do damage to yourself, you will get a little flying, bird thing that can attack stuff, which can be really useful if you use it, for example, in a boss room. The little bird will go around and attack the enemies, the boss, etc. for you and do a little bit of extra damage. So if you pick up a red heart in a room, it makes some sense to go ahead and save your razor for that. We'll go ahead and take this. It's going to be our tears up, as well as giving us another 2 soul hearts. Going to give us a lot of the soul hearts here to go on down to the next floor. So our damage is solid as long as we've got that curse of Babylon, Horror of Babylon, whatever it's called. The little red thing with the moon and the stars and so on and so forth. As long as we've got that up, our damage is going to be pretty rocking for these early levels. Hopefully we'll pick up some more damage ups as we go. And so now you'll see, right, if I go ahead and use my razor here, I get a little bird. And in theory, the raven can go ahead and attack things for me. So I think it's the dead bird item is what it is if you pick it up anyplace else, and it will go out and attack things for you. In that case, I just never got close enough to anything, I think, to have it latch onto it. So that's why it just kind of hovered near me. Instead, not so useful. Man, all the soul hearts, just all the soul hearts. Got no bombs, only got 2 cents. We'll go ahead and take the Lost Fly. Not super useful and wander around the edges of the room for us and, hit things. It looks like in this case, actually, so to my surprise, it has latched onto a rock in the middle, which I didn't realize it did. But it'll just wander around that and do damage to things that it comes near. Not a super useful item, but it doesn't hurt, and I don't think that we were going to make a whole lot of progress with only 2 cents and no bombs on re-rolling into something else. We'll go ahead and grab this. So you'll see here now that our damage is down a lot. So we lost 3.23 damage. We lost more than 2/3 of our damage there, or something like, I don't know, 60% of our damage. I shouldn't say more than 2/3 when these numbers are all round, and I don't actually know them very well. And what's this going to be? Okay. So I'm hoping to save my my extra red heart to kind of give myself a little damage boost from the Raven on the boss fight. So that is why I'm holding on to that, even though it makes these rooms a little bit slower. It's a bad speedrunning move, but a maybe decent staying alive move, and I am much worse at one of those things than the other. So there we go, we got our 4. I think it also, when you take damage, in addition to the bird coming out, you'll also get a bigger damage boost. So our damage boost, our normal damage level was like 5, and because I took damage in this room, it's up to 7, which is a really solid number for this guy. Now, of course, if I take a devil deal that takes away 1 of my hearts, I will lose the ability to do that unless I get another HP up. And of course, if I lost my razor, that would make things more difficult as well. We'll go ahead and grab this. So now we're going to be, even if we tried to pick up red hearts, we're not going to go over the over that limit there. So we're down to a little bit lower health, but not gonna blow up 2 gray chests for that. Oh, not even gray, stone chests. Oh fuck. On the plus side, the Raven comes out anytime I take damage. On the minus side, I just lost a black heart in a room that really did not need a black heart to be lost in. So this is my little buddy here is going to leave creep behind me. Useful for rooms with fast-moving enemies as they wander around, but not so useful right here, right now. we're gonna go ahead and go in this room. Oh, spiders. Okay, well, not a useful thing to pick up. I lost my black heart over it. Sad. Alright, though. So we got some enemies here. They're gonna try and drop pointy flies. Man, all the freaking soul hearts. So I saw my friend post today, and he said, don't take the orbital tears. And he posted a picture of what they look like, and I feel like they look like that. So I do know not to take the orbital tears. What it does is causes your tears to shoot around in a circle. It makes the fun run much more difficult to play. So I am not going to take that item in hopes that that is the one he was referencing, and I'm not making a stupid mistake and not taking a good item. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so bonies are down. So yeah, you can see here, now that I'm down to just the one red heart, there's all these red hearts I'm leaving behind on the ground because there's nothing that I can, I don't have any empty heart containers to fill up with them. This is leaving me in a better position as far as my overall, not worrying about damage. It means that I'm not using my razor as much to kind of manage damage, so I'm not min-maxing my damage boost that way. But it means that if I, pick up a heart, I don't instantly lose that damage, which can be a problem if I'm not being thoughtful. Luckily, we've got a lot of soul hearts in this run, which is leaving us in a pretty good shape. You can see that bird over there chasing those guys around, which is good for me. Good job, bird. Thanks very much for that. We did not go in the item room because we've only got 5 cents at this point. Not a whole lot of damage for that, so I think I could, in this case, I could spike myself with the razor, and I think that would give us an extra damage boost, but I'm not positive on that. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. I'll get another red heart if I need it. Yeah, okay, so oh, nope, that razor did not do damage the way I thought it did. So maybe the thing that gives it, so it did give me a damage up, but because I'm only at 1 red heart, I think the razor won't take away anymore. And so instead of taking away a red heart, it took away a soul heart, which is not what I wanted. It makes me quite sad. No devil deal on this, but we did get a luck up and a range up. So I guess the razor can't take you to 0 red hearts, which is what I actually wanted there. Good to know. Ugh. Oh, fuck. Wow. Like a lot of damage in that room. Not super great. I'd love to have the little buddy who eats red hearts and spits out other hearts. That would be cool. On the other hand, this run is giving me a lot of health. If I can't figure out a way to survive with what I've got, then maybe that's just my problem. You can see in the right-hand side there, next to the DR for daily run, there is a symbol. That symbol is for Mega Satan, because that is how far we're supposed to go on this run, as you can tell from the Mega Satan key, which is following me around. Mega Satan is a difficult fight if you are not very powerful. So we're going to be keeping an eye out for all the devil deals we can take, everything else like that. So we do have 1 more red heart we can use to take a single or double heart, red heart devil deal. We've also got, oh my goodness, and that's all we'll be able to take. So because we're down to 3 soul hearts here, even if we were willing to be super risky, which would be dumb, we would not be able to take another devil deal without dying, unless it was like Judas's Shadow or one of these other ones that gives you extra lives. I guess you could take a dead cat and hope for the best, but that's not really my style. And the dead cat is obviously not like killing yourself with it. When you come back to life, you don't have, I think you have a single red heart container, so it can be really hard to try and pick up more from that unless you get lucky with soul heart drops or whatever else like that. So I tend to end up just like banging my head against a wall on when I take that. Oh yes, nice. And we will take the burnt penny. I believe that gives us bombs when we this is bombs when we take damage. Okay, I am going to fill this room with creep and then take some chests. So I guess this is a boss room. challenge room. So challenge rooms are a case where you can trade off getting a handful of chests for a fight like this. In this case, I believe that like on alternating floors, you get either boss room or not boss room ones. So I think that this chub is a boss, and so therefore this is one of those. This is going to be a harder challenge room for us, and maybe I should not have taken it. But that's okay. We got a couple flies here that we picked up from that chest. Our damage is not super high. We did get a couple more of those soul hearts. Yeah, oh, I don't like this guy at all. Puberty is going to do nothing for us. Alright, just stay in your little pile of my creep there. We got the eyeballs coming out. I hate eyeballs. They're just, you know, they just go in a particular direction. There's nothing that scary about them, but they're just super annoying. You can see that I'm kind of stuck here, and his yellow stuff all in the middle there is going to block me. It's going to act like creep and do damage to me if I step on it, so I've lost a lot of room in this room. And this is, yeah, not so great. My buddy did not actually get underneath him like I wanted to. We do have the dead bird doing work. Oh, god damn it. Couldn't be too close to him or too far from him. Alright, we got another thing here. Wealth of wealth. Okay, so I think that the wealth of wealth is going to give us coins when we take damage rather than bombs. And I would rather have coins than bombs, because oftentimes I don't really have a lot of use for bombs. Might be a mistake, but we'll take it. I don't know what that does, so we'll just go back to this. Yeah, I'd like to be able to use shops, pick up some extra items. Like I said, we're going to need to be super powerful for Mega Satan, so that's my goal here. I will also want to stop taking so much goddamn damage, but what can you do? Oh, alright, well, that's okay. Let's say I should not have gone into the double height L-shaped room here, but it's just flies, so we're okay. I'm trying to make my way off into this corner of the map. The reason for that is that the boss room is oftentimes on the longest path away from the room. So it might be that I find out that like I've taken a giant dead end and that's it. But usually for something like this, when you get on one of these long paths, you're going the right way. In the later levels, sometimes they'll have a floor that's big enough that it has two really long paths, that one that goes to the boss room and one that doesn't. But I'm getting the feeling at this point on this, you know, third floor or whatever, that that's unlikely to be the case. God damn, stop dropping so many bad guys. Alright, oh fuck. Taking all the damage. I really gotta improve my damage taking so I don't take so much. Oh, I hate this room. It's like one of the worst rooms for me. Out of this corner. Getting some damage to these guys from far away. Luckily I did get a range up, so I'm able to hit them from far away. But of course, it's difficult when they're standing right in the line of fire. So the doorstop is a trinket that will cause the doors behind you to stay open. So when you walk into a room, you can always walk right back out. Again, another one of those items that can be good for speedrunning maybe, but usually, you know, I want to keep going through a door, and the chances where I want to turn around are pretty low. So this... Oh, I could have flown. That's what I should have done. If I'd flown in that little room of the challenge room, then I would not have had the problem of stepping in the yellow creep, I'm pretty sure. Come on over here and kill this little thing, as well as that, and this. So yeah, I'm beginning to think that what actually gives me the damage boost when I take red heart damage is the razor itself. So the razor itself, if you use it, gives you a damage boost, but unfortunately, if I use it now, because I'm down to 1 red heart, I end up taking soul heart damage, and that's not good. You know, it's fine if you're looking for that damage boost and have lots of life. I do not have lots of life. I'm hurting for life. We're hoping for that devil deal. We did not get it. We do get the belly button, which gives us a trinket. So we have 2 trinkets, and that's it. Oh, I should use my flight to pick up those bombs, maybe. And pop a bomb here. I love taking pills. They're sometimes really bad for me, but I like them anyway. I've only got 2 keys, so I want to save them for the item room and the shop rather than using them on those chests. There's a good chance that I would get at least 1 key back out of that, but just not the way I play. I want to have extra keys. This is a case where I could use my flight item to go ahead and grab the gold chest, but I'm deciding not to. So my goal here is going to be to not pick up any other health ups. Because I've given up my razor at this point, the only way that I can get back to Eve being powerful, because, you know, there's a big damage boost from her. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go in this room now. We got 2 more keys. We're just called done. Let's go. Yeah, so you can see here that the... Wow, that fly did a nice job for me there. Oh, what? So these enemies are normal enemies that you could find in any room rather than boss type enemies. And so you can see that's what we're getting out of here. And we got 1 soul heart, we got 1 card, 1 bomb. Oh man. We got some, we got our bird helping out here, and of course we're leaving creep behind that these guys can walk in, which is great. And that's it. Alright, so the chariot is a super useful card because it acts as a, oh! Friggity frick. Oh, 2 hits? Seriously? Fine. My own fault. Should have dodged the first one. Definitely should have dodged the second one. I just thought I was out of the way. I hate that that can do 2 damage to you. I hate that it's out for that long. So the chariot gives you invincibility and the ability to run into enemies and do damage for them, to them for a little while. Oh, 1 more life. I always want more life. We're also fighting against the pain of the Curse of the Maze on this level, so you've seen a couple times where I've been walking in a direction and the map is kind of the room kind of shakes when I enter it. It's because the room that I walked into is not the one I was targeting. So I don't know exactly what the mechanism is there, whether it's, you know, a nearby room or a far away room, but instead of walking in the direction you expected, you go into a different direction. Okay, bonies, bonies, bonies. Gonna hide from these guys. There we go. Got my creep doing work, got my fly doing work. Again, not super great, but it's okay. Alright. Grab that. So now I've got an orbital. That'll be useful when I get to the mom fight because you can use orbitals to rub up against mom. Okay, so this guy in the lower left feels like he's got a gravity field around him. I'm getting sucked into, so we want to get rid of him first. And then my fly actually did most of that, so that's cool. We are 1 coin short of being able to buy a full price item in the shop. Full price items in the shop cost 15 cents, and we're currently at 14. That may mean that Balls of Steel gives me another couple of life. Again, they're giving me life like crazy. The fact that I am not doing so well with it is really my own fault. So if I was good, what I would do here is be able to just walk on a diagonal and pick that up without any problems, but not. I think that's going to give me red hearts on some, like when I finish rooms. Not a super useful item for me because I don't finish rooms. Or I don't need red hearts, rather. I do finish rooms occasionally. Not as many as I might like, but I do finish them every now and then. I will use my flight here to go ahead and grab that golden key. I will go back and see if I missed any gold chests. I don't think that I will have missed any gold chests I'll be able to get to. There is 1 gold chest that I could fly to, but if I use my flight here, obviously that won't work. It'll save me from taking the damage. I don't know if that's what everyone would do, but it's what I... Oh, and I got the battery, so that's fine. And I can fly for now, so do that. I'm going to keep my chariot card and use it on the boss. And now I'm going to go back and find the shop. Want to find the shop. Want to find the shop. Wait here. We'll drop a bomb there in case that is the secret room, and it is. We'll hit that now. I was gonna say we'll hit that on the way back, but because of Curse of the Maze, I was back again. So there you go. Drop a bomb there, kill the shopkeeper, nothing. It's fine. Let's see if we can go and make our way to the shop. Okay, so no soul hearts. I don't know what the big battery or the little battery do. I think the 9 volt and the big battery. I think the big battery gives you 2 charges on your space item. My space item at the moment is not all that interesting, and I don't know if I'm going to get a more interesting one, so I'm just leaving that. Not sure if that's the right move. Alright. I hate this boss, but yeah, so you can see this is my chariot. And we were able to get the Mask of Infamy heart or itself down, at which point we can start attacking the mask. When you first start, I think you can't attack the mask at all. And this is again like the other masks, you can only attack it from behind. Got a nice 2 prayers for the lost. It's gonna give us some more soul hearts. That's great. Puberty, maybe we'll get in the adult transformation. We'll go back to extended stat time, luck up. Okay, now we've got what we want. We'll go in the Devil Deal room. Brimstone, yes, we will take that. Unfortunately, our tier rate is pretty low now, so we're gonna look for and hope for some more tiers ups to come our way. So that's one of those 2 item Devil Deals I was able to take for only one heart container. Go ahead and pop this out. Error mode.
Pheromones.
I'm not super good with Brimstone. I'm not super good with charge shots in general. I do have my charge indicator on now, which I have not historically had. I'm not going to do that for 1 gray chest. Ugh. Just trying to... Oh, do not take that. So Suicide King just instantly kills you. There may be some rare situations where you like that, but this is not one of them. I guess if you had a Black Judas card, that might, or Black Judas item, that might be good, because the Black Judas item allows you to come back as Black Judas, who does more damage, like double the base damage after you die. But for me, right now, this is not a good thing. Bam. As you can see, again, my kind of poor skill with charge shots. It's okay. Gotta play to win. Gotta play to get better. Good job, Fly. I appreciate that. Gonna shoot those guys, and then I did not. I don't care about that. Care about that. Do care about item rooms. And bombs, not super useful. Doesn't mean I don't have to be too careful about blowing up shopkeepers and the like, but not super great. Okay. Oh no! So... where do we go? Alright. Been okay. Gonna go in the shop. Got plenty of keys at the moment. Don't care about the compass. We'll buy the soul heart, and we'll buy the big fly. I have mine. Oh. I got the Beelzebub. Oh, I can fly. I can fly. I can fly. I can fly. That means I can ditch my space item, whatever. All it does is give me temporary flight. It was not super useful, but I grabbed it anyway. Probably shouldn't have. Got the razor, but whatever. Whatever. But now I can fly. And that is a boon. Alright. Mom's gonna come in here. It is the normal mom. So, gonna do spawning of enemies. Oh, nice. I don't know, I guess I hit her full on with a brim charge, maybe? I don't know, I felt like she took a lot of damage. I might have actually grabbed her with my attack fly as well. Oh crap. That was stupid of me, but we can only take the negative because we're going to Mega Satan, I guess? Oh, and we got the Devil Deal that I almost missed. Oh my goodness. I don't know what most of these things are, and... Okay, so Duality gives you the ability to get Angel Rooms every time you get a Devil Room. I know some people like that, I do not. I don't know what the rest of these are. I feel like this one might be Maw of the Void, but I don't know. If I take it, there's a good chance I'm gonna die. Okay. Maw of the Void. So the good thing about Maw of the Void is I think if I can use it well, I can get myself some black hearts. The bad thing about Maw of the Void is that I can't use it well. Don't do the Suicide King. The plus side, this will let us get rid of the Suicide King, and I am now larger, which is not really helpful or unhelpful. So you can see that I got two little things up there. One says charged and one says maw. When I hit the maw, I get that black circle around me, and if that black circle kills enemies, I have a chance to get black hearts from them. Now this is going to be a little bit more difficult for me than it might otherwise be because oops, I have my brimstone as well, and so I'm going to have to try and not kill things with my brimstone and kill them with maw instead. Yeah, like that. Like overall, if I'm in a hard room, just kill things. Like that's the answer to that. But if the enemies are not that difficult, then avoiding with my brimstone and using my maw instead will let me get black hearts, just like that. That's one black heart. If I get two more, I will consider my maw pickup successful, because I will have picked up as much life as I would have kept had I not picked up Maw of the Void, which is of course my biggest fear, is that I will not get as much out of it as I want. I still don't have a good space item here at all. Alright, go ahead and take care of that. Got ourselves another soul heart, feeling okay. Yeah, those guys are a pain in the butt because they can... oh, okay, so... There we go. There's two black hearts. And there was an enemy on the other side of the room that was attempting to mirror me. So that's a mirrored Isaac, and what he does is... Well, mirror you. Make a wish. I have no idea what that does. I'm gonna go back with my lucky foot. I can fly, so I can fly right over that. Woo! Alright. Go on to the boss. So no shops or item rooms on the womb floors. Skullx, you can only do damage to him on his tail. Anything else is wasted. Oh, not expect him to go that way. There we go. Okay, we're getting lots of hearts still. The goat head will give us a devil deal on the next floor. The red thing I feel like is useless. Oh, I don't know. Like that's giving up 3 hearts and then 3 more. Fine. Whatever. Hope the maw gives us some good life pickups here. Or we pick up, I mean, this run has just had a preponderance of soul hearts, so maybe we'll have good luck. Do that, do that, do that. It's a trinket that I don't know or care about. Feels okay. And I don't need the money anymore, so My buddies are going to do something useful for me, maybe. This is, again, a hard room that I don't want to mess around in, so we're not going to try and maw ourselves to victory here. We're going to keep our eyes out for rooms that are not going to cause us too much trouble. Flying definitely makes rooms with gravitational pits much easier. Take this guy out. Oops. So yeah, having that fly that wanders around is actually quite useful in this case. But yeah, unfortunately, they were too useful and took out the maw. I don't know. So my experience is generally that as you get to the higher floors, the chests tend to have better items in them. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save my maw here. I can kill him that way. I did not get that black heart that I was looking for. Got plenty of keys to open chests, I believe. There will be, I believe, a bunch of chests on the Mega Satan floor. I don't remember if they're locked chests or not, though. You know, you walk into a room, and when you start in the room, there are chests. Alright. More keys, more keys, more keys. Oh, come on. Take him out. Nothing? God damn it. Lost a full heart for nothing. Alright. Well, the void is charged. Unfortunately, could not do a lot with it. I guess those red guys, although you can do damage to them and kill them, unlike the white ones, you do not need to in order to complete the room, because when you kill all of the other enemies, they die. That's the difference between the black ones you have to kill, the white ones you can't kill, and the red ones you can kill but don't have to. And now you know. I guess at least as far as I know. Yeah. All right. Oh no. Down to one heart left. No more maw fun and games, just stay alive. Dodge, dodge, dodge. You're fine. Be chill. Oh, don't get hit. Yeah, unfortunately I can't take anything in here, but maybe there will be... Yeah, it wasn't really worth it anyway, so that goat head pickup was not a good idea. So, Sheol... Go ahead and stay in this corner here. Kill things with my maw when I can. No black hearts. Need some black hearts. Need some soul hearts. Need some hearts of any kind. Oh shit. I hate that, like... Oh, boss of steel. Okay. Whew. Really helpful. So the Satan fight, I mean, I'm not weak by any stretch of the imagination, although now I've got 1 life left, so now I am quite, you know, low on health, but I'm not weak by any stretch of the imagination, but I am not strong at all. Like, I'm not overpowered. I'm moderately powered, and I never got a good space item. Never saw one even, really. Oh, and that's it. Eyeball laser. Ah, well. I actually made it farther than most of my friends. Cowdills will probably, he got the instant 0, so he probably went much farther on his real run, obviously, than 0. I took 31 minutes to get to the 9th floor, whereas Brad died in 6 minutes on the 15th floor, and Stingray died in 23 minutes on the 5th floor, but I know that he took the orbital tears and was sad about it. So, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.